as a local honey producer, she has become the queen bee of your local Rotary Club. Let's welcome its president, Lucie Stevens!
Honey!
Let's stand up and see Sarah.
You're my honey. You're my honey. Don't tell anybody else.
Welcome, Lucie. We have to get chairs I can get in and out of quickly. I'm afraid if I stand up, the whole table will go over.
Okay.
But
Get one with a spring, John.
yeah, maybe. Well, we'll have to get it like these tables the real hosts get. Lucie, tell us about the history of Rotary all over the world.
Well, John, some of you might know that Rotary is 114 years old, and it's one of the largest service clubs in the world, with over 35,000 clubs worldwide, and we have over 1.2 million members.
Wonderful. And when did Rotary arrive in St. Mary's?
A short 20 years later, so in 1925, we chartered the club here in St. Mary's, and our first project was actually this park in particular.
Really?
Yeah, we purchased this property from the John and William Weir estate and gave it back to the town of St. Mary's so we could have this wonderful park.
Wow. Lucie, I have a question for you.
Yes, Ellen.
When and why did you become involved in Rotary after hearing that wonderful story?
Well, when I was 17, I was fortunate enough to be chosen to be a Rotary exchange student, and I traveled to Denmark and spent a year. And when I came back, I thought, you know what? This is an awesome organization that I think I need to be a part of.
That's
So
great.
how long have you been in it for?
I've been with the Rotary Club here in St. Mary's for about 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
5 years from member to president.
Absolutely, and every
Amazing.
step in between.
Okay, so as a president, what do you do?
Well, I do things like this. So I'm an ambassador for our club. I chair our meetings that we hold weekly, and I try to inspire our members to do good in our community and have positive attitudes, and hopefully draw in some new people who might want to join us in giving back to our community.
Right. Now, you said you do things like this, so this has to be the height of your being president of the Rotary Club.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's it.
Woo!
So, St. Mary's Rotary is a really great club in St. Mary's. What are some of the projects Rotary does in St. Mary's?
Well, this past year or two, we sponsored the splash pad here in Cadzo Park, because we thought it was really important. Thank you. So this is a 10-year commitment. We also have a 10-year commitment to the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, so we're helping with that expansion there. Our past projects include the Pyramid Recreation Center. We sponsor Little Minor Hockey and Ball here, Breakfast Club, just a myriad of different projects.
And I must mention the camera that you see with Fern. We have that because of the Rotary Club. They donated that to us to use, so that's great.
Lucie, I have a question. There's so many things that you've mentioned right now that are just wonderful. What new projects are in the Rotary's future?
Well, some of you may have heard that there is a new local food market coming to town called Nourish. It's happening every third Thursday of the month, and that's a project that we're trying to get behind and make sure is a running success over the next few years. So that's just one example of how we're going to be moving forward.
If someone wanted to become a Rotary member, what do they have to do?
Well, Darcy, you're invited. Come on out. Actually, all you have to do is find a Rotarian and let them know that you're interested, and we'll invite you out to a meeting, and we'll see if this is a good fit for you.
How do you find a Rotarian? Rotarian. A Rotarian. We can be found at our website at rotarystmarys.ca,
And we also have a Facebook page that's pretty active, so find us on Facebook, come out to the website, and you'll find all the information you need.
And they wear pins sometimes.
We do. So when you become a member, you get this really fun little rotary wheel. And as president, I have a president's pin that I'm required to wear, so you know who I am.
So wonderful.
Yeah.
And what is the commitment of being a Rotarian?
Well, the commitment really is to try and get involved wherever you can, and it's up to you. If If you want to spend an hour a week, that's fine. If you want to spend more than that, that's great too. The way we look at it is many hands make for light work, so the more the merrier.
Great. Well, Lucie, I'd like to thank you for coming into the Front Porch Show.
Thanks, John. Thanks. Thanks, Alan. Thanks.
Oh, thank you.